What is up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If you are new, I really would appreciate it if you smash that little subscribe button down below, give the videos a like and check out my previous videos. I'll stick up a link to playlists up above, somewhere up left or right, somewhere up there that you can watch my VTEC mini build, you can watch my Seicento build that will be very soon up close. There is also my EG Saloon K20 build. There's Aaron's CRX build, which is here, and it's painted and it looks amazing. And Reaper's van. Jesus, there's a lot going on in the channel. There is going to be more in the future. I'm really looking forward to it. So, guys, I'm going to kick the video off just to turn this camera around and show you Reaper's rig. So just down the garage, Aaron's getting ready for the CRX to get painted. So most of the body work is done on the car, as you can see. Passenger wing is all primered up, just needs to be sanded, and then he's going to sand and block the whole car. So the car is pretty clean. He's had to do on this side of the car. There's a few dings in the car. Quarter panel had a big ding in it, so he fixed any of the dings that were in the side of the car and primed it, and is getting it ready for paint this week. So Reaper's vanette is going to be getting painted as well. So I'm just down here giving Aaron a hand clean out the garage, just sweeping the floor. He's down there making a sweeping brush. Let's have a look. Now, that's the garage mostly ready for Aaron's CRX to get sprayed and his pile of scrap. But just the rubbish in the corner to pick up, get it out, fit the wheels to the fit, and then the old CRX is getting pointed. Plenty of room. Aaron's giving out, he said, "Oh, I don't have enough room at the back." Look at the amount of room in this garage to spray a car, and he's giving out. Plenty of room. Just taking all the trims off. Then it just needs to be sanded down with what, 600? 800? 600, and then you're not priming the whole car, eh? You're just painting over the black. Paint over the black. Be nice when it's finished. And it was originally blue with blue SIR Del Sol. So it's going back blue, yeah?
Yeah. Because I've ever owned a car that was the original colour.
True. So Aaron went on a little shopping spree on Amazon and got himself some chopped carbon to do forged carbon bits and pieces on the CRX. He's thinking about doing the reg plate ends and the roof. I told him he should do the petrol cap as well and his mirrors. You gonna do the mirrors?
No.
Yeah, do the mirrors and do the cowl as well. Should definitely do the cowl. Forged carbon. Cowl forged carbon, your mirrors forged carbon, the petrol cap, the roof, and the reg plate ends would definitely be good in the forged carbon. So he's gonna open this for us and have a look. It's mad, it's just fibres, isn't it? That's all it is. I don't even want it. Is it the same as like fiberglass? Is it itchy shit? No? That's mad. It's mad soft, isn't it?
Yeah, don't move it around too much. Just goes to
Yeah.
fibre.
Mad. Yeah, it'd be nice. Would you not do the boo? Too big for you?
Not
Too big for your boo?
Would look ridiculous.
Would it though?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Might make a spoiler.
Yeah. SIR spoiler?
Yeah.
Lip off or something? Yeah, it'd be cool. The wheels, I think you should do the wheels white.
Super spoiler.
Super spoiler, big stupid thing. They're actually nice on that car. The super spoilers are actually really nice on the CRX, but I don't know, not for this. Not for this bad boy. What's the dealio with the interior? What's the plans with you keeping the seats the way they are?
Take it all out, set it on fire.
Yeah.
Brand new.
No, you only set fire when they're welding around thinners.
No, I think I'm going to pull the dash out and make a mold.
You're gonna do?
Carbon dash.
Nah.
Remove the heater.
That's
Flat and black carbon dash.
too much effort.
For a week.
Just spray the car, finish it and drive it. Best idea. So guys, this van looks freaking sick. It's unbelievable. The paint job, the bodywork. Aaron has done a fantastic job on this van. This thing, I will stick a link up here to a video when this came here. This van was absolutely rotten. It was full of holes. The front end had to be cut off. The doors weren't even on because they were rotten. Like, the panel gaps on the van are ridiculously good. For the van was ruined, it was wrecked. You can see the whole back end of the van was rebuilt. This is all new metal bin welded in. Aaron, he done an incredible job. All of this unbelievably good, unbelievable. Inside is all clean as well. Aaron has done all the bodywork inside and it's all primed, and it will be getting like that black undercoating. It's a really nice finish. It's like the engine bay in the Mini. It's really nice. But this paint job is, as you can see, it's dirty now. It does need a flat and polish, but when you wipe it off, it's so good. For being painted in a garage like this, and don't mind the mess, it's manky. Aaron's after being doing carbon fibre pieces. My front lip does need to be painted again. Aaron fixed it. There was a little crack showing through, so Aaron put some filler on it there. He fixed it and it will be getting painted. It was supposed to be painted with the CRX, as I am going to turn around and show you the CRX now, because boom, it's the same colour as my Mini. It looks incredible. The colour on the car looks incredible. It really does suit the car. It looks really good. Let's have a look at the front. He has already started to sand it down to give it a good flat and polish, because it is really hard to get a good finish in this garage, as it is dusty and dirty, but you can see the paint. It's so sparkly and it's really, really, really smooth. It's a nice finish he got on the paint. You can see there the lights on it. It does need a flat and polish. There are a few little bits and pieces of dust in it, but wow. The car looks amazing, and it's gonna look even better with this on it. That is forged carbon he done, forged carbon roof, and it just needs to be sanded down. It's a bit lumpy, but he's gonna flat it down all the way and then re-lacquer it, but it does look really good. You can see the carbon bits in it. It looks amazing. It's gonna be really cool on the roof. He's also doing the mirrors on the car. He's doing the petrol cap in the carbon, and there's two little panels that go here for the rear reg plate, because it is an SIR, has a little square plate. They're going to be going carbon as well, and the black taillights look awesome. The exhaust is done on the car, and then once it's flat and polished, and put all back together. The interior just needs to be done. He will be painting this. He just needs to get everything put together. He needs to flat the whole car down and give it a sanding, same as Reaper's rig. This looks incredible finished just the way it is now, but it will be getting a polish. As you know, Reaper does polish cars, and there's his wheels for the van. They look really good. I really can't wait to see this van get put back together. It's going to look incredible. He has the little light fittings on the front and it looks really cool, and he does have like a little grille that goes here, and then that front lip that Aaron copied off mine is here. That just needs to get all sanded down and smoothened, and it will be going to red. And then I don't know what he's doing with the pickup back part of it. I think he's going to use the bed and redo maybe some wooden floor on it, because you don't want to go too in depth with it. It's just going to take too long, but it looks incredible. Like I could only imagine how Reaper feels about the van being almost finished now, because once you get paint on something, it's coming to the end of the road. You know it's going to be getting put back together. It just looks incredible. It's a really good finish. Aaron was saying he's really happy with it. It just needs... Now these do look like scratches, but they're not. It's just dirt. It's just dirt on the car. Well, the van. It just needs to be washed off, wet sanded with 2000 and then 3000, and then it just needs to be polished. And I could only imagine... Actually, do you know what that is? That's not dirt. That is fiberglass pieces of the carbon fiber just floating in the air. I just blew it there and I can see them all floating here in front of me. So I don't know whether the camera picks that up, but I am going to be back down here later on. Yeah, that's a little update on the Vanette and an update on the CRX. It looks really well. I'm going to have a look and see the engine. He still has the bonnet open over here. And the green is really nice. I really like it. Yeah, it looks really well. The engine bay is black and it is polished, but it's manky dirty obviously from the dust. But he will give it a good old power wash. This car is running and driving, so it just needs to be filled up with coolant and it needs the gear oil and stuff like that. But it is like 90% finished, and then it's painted now and it just needs all the interior put back into it. So it's starting to look like a complete car. It's always nice when it gets to this stage. I remember my Civic, when I got it all painted, I done it the reverse way. Aaron done the conversion first. He sorted the engine bay, done the conversion, and then he done all the body work. I done it the opposite way. When I got the Civic, it was rough. So I got all the welding done on it. Then I got all the body sorted on it, and then I sorted all the running gear. So I done all the SIR bits to the car before I put the K-Series in. So when I did bolt the engine in, it was just ready to rock and roll. The car's now sitting in my garden the past week and a half. I do have a little leak, so I'm actually going to have a look for a missing bolt. There's a bolt that goes onto the alternator and it goes into the block, but it also holds the water pump to the engine, and then I'm missing a nut as well. So there's a little weep coming out. So the minute I put them on, it should really pull it to the engine and it should seal it all up. That's all. There's nothing really else wrong with the Civic. The windscreen for the Civic I got from All Glass in Dublin. I rang them and it was the only place that could actually get... I did ring a few windscreen places because I rang All Glass first and they quoted me over €300 for a windscreen for the Civic. I was like, oh, him and Han saying, oh, 300 quid for a windscreen. Then I rang another place, who were like, no, can't get one. Rang the next place, no, can't get one. I rang 4 or 5 different places and they said, no, you won't get one. So I had a conversation with my older brother and he was like, don't be cheap. He was like, you buy a windscreen for €150 and try and put it in yourself and you crack it. You have to buy another one. So he said it was worth just paying the 300 quid, getting them out, fitting it, and it's done. And you don't need to worry about it. You don't need to do it yourself, and you don't need to worry about if it breaks, they have to replace it. So they're coming out either tomorrow or Tuesday, the 23rd. It's now, I don't know what date it is, but the windscreen will be fitted and then it's going in for the NCT and it will be driven. I really did want to put a video of the car driving in the last video that I released, but I haven't been able to drive the car on the road because there's no NCT on it. The car is taxed and insured, but in Ireland/Dublin, if you get caught driving a car with no road test, no NCT, stands for National Car Test, you do get fined and you get points on your license. And I have a full clean license the past 16 years, so I'm not gonna be one of those people just driving the car because, yeah, fair enough, it's sitting in my garden wasting away, but I start it every couple of days. I pump up the wheels to keep them up. It's a weekend ritual. I wash the car, I keep it tidy. So I'm not going to be driving the car. I'm not going to risk getting the car taken off me, because some guards will do that. So if the car is taxed and it's insured and it has NCT and I get stopped in the car, nothing can be done. I have my license. I'm fully insured to drive the car. It's down on what it is in the car, so it's going to be good and safe to drive. And I honestly can't wait to drive the car, because I have to give it a good shakedown just to make sure that the car is 100%, because you don't know how well you build the car unless you rev the absolute nuts out of it and you drive it like the way it was built for. And you have to make sure that everything is tight. I know I still need to do a few pins on the suspension. They're, what are they called? These bad boys. I can't think of the name of them. It's on the box and I don't know where the box is, but yeah, a few of these need to be put in. It was very strange. I bought 2 new top arms, 2 new bottom arms, and one of the top arms has no hole for one of these, and one of the bottom arms on the opposite side doesn't have a hole, but the other ones do, and they're the same make. So I don't know whether I have to drill a hole or they don't need them. I've no idea, but I'm just going to drill a hole anyway and put them in, because they will fail the NCT on it. They're absolute nightmares. So yeah, we're going to have to put a few of these pins in the car. Everything else is tight on the car. I went over it, and that's how I noticed I was missing a few of these. I double checked every bolt, and I wrote it down on a piece of paper and put it in my pocket in my garage jeans or whatever I had on. And I do have it at home to say what I need to do. And another one of them things that I do need to do is a new air filter, because it's down by the manifold and it will draw in hot air. So I do really want a new air filter, but I don't have the funds for it because they are expensive. I was thinking about getting a bit of metal and tacking it together and welding an arm up. I might actually do that, because buying the tube is cheaper than actually buying a filter. So yeah, there's a few good bits left to do. Same as Aaron's CRX, there's loads left to do on that, and Reaper's van. But the projects are getting done. So I'm just going to root around for a big nut and a bolt just to get into that car. So yeah, I'll leave it for now, and I'll see us in the garage maybe later on or during the week on what we're working on next. So make sure you're still watching and keep up to date with the builds. Follow us on Instagram, follow us on Facebook. I do a little few posts before I post videos there, and we do have a group for everyone to share their cars and for everyone to enjoy it. That's what this channel is all about: coming down, enjoying building our cars, having fun with it, not being too serious, because we're not serious. Like, we just do it for fun. It's a hobby. So guys, if you do enjoy the videos, please do give them a like, give them a share with your friends, see if they like it as well. So yeah guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the garage in the next few days, when hopefully we'll be working on the CRX and the Vanette to get them finished. Now, just home from the garage, found a bolt that hopefully will fit where it's missing in there. I also have a nut missing there, which I think the leak is seeping from the top there. So I'm going to get these two in and start the car and see if she leaks. Now that's number 1 bolt in and nice and tight, and bolt number 2 is in nice and tight. So I'm just going to start the engine. I did see the seep was out just above this, because that's all the water pump there. So I'm just going to start the car, let it warm up, and make sure that there's no little seepage out of the water pump. been running a few minutes and I haven't seen anything leak out of it yet. So I put a little bit of wood down there, dry bit of wood, and I'm going to check it in a few minutes, see if there's any water leaking out of it. Hopefully not. So yeah, I'll come back in a minute and we'll have a look. Right, the car's been running for about 15-20 minutes. It's up to temperature, the radiator's hot, and I don't see any leak, any water on that bit of wood down there. We'll just take it out and have a look. Bone dry, nothing on it. So that's looking good, I'm happy with that. It must have been just the 2 bolts letting it sit out a little bit. And I did notice I'm missing a bolt on the inlet manifold down there. I do have some in the house, so I'm going to get that done, but it's looking good, no more leaks, everything is good, fan kicked in, so everything is looking a-okay. Windscreen is getting fitted tomorrow, and then I'm booking it for the test, and I will have a video of the car getting ripped out of it. I have a wire down here to fix. I pulled it apart, checking bits and pieces, so I'm just going to fix that now. I have my cutters and my tape right here, so I'm going to get that done, make it look tidy up the wiring. Right, yo, all done, fixed, tucked under, fixed all these wires up here as well, so they're not all over the place. A few more bits and pieces to do, but for now, job done.